Yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, head to honorableearners.com, grab your CMOS Gold and grab your honorable wear. One of the most honorable designs that I do have is this, the Honor Your Life. You know, it has a gun crossed out, and it's not an anti-gun situation. What it is telling the youngins to kind of like get an understanding that put your guns down, and you know, when you get legal, when you're able to get legal guns, then you can go ahead. Picking a gun up early just gives you a case and doesn't give you the opportunity to bear arms to defend yourself. More than anything, I just wanted to speak today because Philadelphia, surrounding cities, you know, on any other terms, you guys get the backlash of being from Philly or York, Philly, or close to Philly, or in the backyard of Philly. But it's disappointing, very disappointing, to see how many individuals are okay with individuals becoming a rat. See, the way I was raised was, if you were an individual and you were in the streets, meaning that you participated in any negativity, meaning that you were a guy who was against the other side, against those things, and maybe you weren't against them in a negative form, but maybe you was to the point where as though you understood the rules and regulations that if you got caught doing anything negative, the law was going to hold you accountable for it. When you've been that side and you've been through that way and you've walked that walk and you talk that talk, guess what? It applies to you. I don't care what you see. You can see a dude kidnapping a little girl. You don't call the cops. The best thing for you to do is follow that kidnapper. Protect that little girl. You can see an incident happening to individuals that are innocent, right? But your goal is to never, ever, ever, ever cross that side and say, you know what? I'm going to help you look for the person who done the wrong. You know why? Because it's contradictory to who you claim to be. It's contradictory to the lifestyle that some of you guys live, but y'all use it as an excuse. The sad part, you will have the OGs around them. You will have the dudes who claim to be honorable, the ones who have a say-so in reference to pushing a person and doing something correct. And they won't tell that young adult, that adult or that child, you're 100% wrong and your honor ain't intact for that. You know, at the end of the day, me snatching honor isn't really nothing that I would consider something that dudes should be worried about. You know, if you know your honor intact, why are you so upset? If you know that you told and what you told on was refilling because of what it was that you told on, what's so upsetting about it? What's so defensive about it? The reason why I say that is because a lot of these kittens I know personally, man. And I know a lot of them are really kittens, like meow guys. But it's like to the point where you see a dude and you don't expect for that person to ever cross that type of line. And you might have seen these people grow up, or they might have seen you grow up. But the thing is, your mindset is like, I cannot believe that this individual is going around like, about this, but probably had the opportunity to dishonor the people or the person that done this negative thing to the things that they see out in the streets. But instead, they feel as though sitting down with a police officer in a district and giving up a statement is more giving and more going towards the right thing when it's not. It's not coming from guys that claim to be street dudes. So when I tell you individuals that it's dishonorable for you to sit down with law enforcement, making statements, signing things about something you've seen going on the streets when if you really had true honor, you would have handled yourself. I know when it comes down to certain things, and me myself, I have done some dishonorable things when it came down to disrespecting a woman or two, and may Allah forgive me for these things because anybody know me, man, know that I rip with men. Ain't nobody gonna ever tell you that they ever caught me amongst catfighting or being dishonorable in the fashion that you can say, man, he need to be chastised. You hear me? Because at the end of the day, I stand on things based off honor, but for people to have what you would say, think they got a word edgewise, and with me and my family, it bothers me. The reason why it bothers me is like, get your own family. What you seen or what you heard or what you thought, it really wasn't what it was, but, I take that to a certain extent. You hear me? Because guess what? It's not me being a pedophile. It's not me being a rat. It's not me being a rapist or any of those dishonorable things. So my honor is intact because some of you kittens just won't admit to your wrongs. I'm going to admit to my wrongs, and King Gurner has in his past been a very, very negative person in life. See, that old honor that I used to call points and you get gratification for things that you do negative has been restricted. There's no honor in that area anymore. I only speak of honor in a positive way. And what I try to do is get a youth to understand it, but you got a lot of individuals that seem to all of a sudden want to be in my business about everything that I have going on, but yet they're not participating or even giving back 10 for what I give back. They want somebody to support them. They want somebody to always buy or get something from them. When King Gurner is giving out free honor worldwide. And before then, let's talk about the 65 speakings that I've done in my community, in my old neighborhood at 10th and True Playground. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the thousands of dollars that me and Natural Nails PA put up to help these children get sneakers, not Bobos that people handed down, but brand new Nikes from the store. You see where I'm coming from? Let's start speaking honor. Let's start speaking growth. Let's speak of how I was the only individual that was willing to take on schools like Boone, one of the roughest schools in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is Camelot Academy, but the kids are more or less like private school individuals that's with learning positivity and don't have the negative that so many individuals ran away with because they was in fear. They was in fear dealing with these kids because they didn't know if these kids would respect them. But guess what? The kids love me. So you can't get the kids to go against me because my honor is intact. So what they do is, every so often, you get a sucker crawl from under a rock and say, let me see how many views I can get off of him. Because I'm seeing this person said his name and he getting views. But let me give you an understanding. A lot of them people I can't even see. You hear me? I mean, it's like Ray Charles with the glasses on but can't see. I don't even see these kittens. They're not from Philadelphia because anybody that know me from Philadelphia knows I'm always around. And I'm always up to defend that honor in its purest form. But again, there's so many things that's going on wrong with individuals promoting what they know is incorrect. It's to the point where these individuals are going to start rapping in their lyrics. The females, the dudes, everybody is going to be rat affiliated. They're going to be with it because they feel as though getting the police and things that we can handle on our own is okay. And I don't honor that. I don't think it's okay. I don't care what happens in front of me. I might be mad and everything. Like, I'm going to get this wall for doing this to this person, this chick, this nigga, whoever he done it to, these kids, whatever. I'm going to get him. But I am not going to convince stupidity in my own mindset. I'm not going to say to myself, I don't know, I can't even say the words. And that's what blows my mind. But moving along, man, I just want everybody to understand that honor is the exit to loyalty. So if you have any type of honor, your goal is to make sure that anything attached to it has loyalty to it, you know? So when you got crumbs around you, you let them crumbs know what they up against. You don't let them crumbs run and hang themselves, putting it out there who they against or who they don't like. They keep that a secret and they say go. You hear me? Because best believe King Erna will. Yes, I will keep it a secret. Yes, I will. Listen to me. I've been on a bad side 1,000,001 times, and guess what? Zipper. I've been doing good before, and they say cling cling. Zipper. You know who's a brother that's like that has a lot of honor? The brother I'll never tell. You know, that brother actually caught a life bit, had nothing to do with the indictment. Caught a life bit and they added him to it. And he stood tall. There aren't a lot of individuals who would even consider doing such. So when you find good men who are willing to accept their responsibility, even when it ain't their responsibility, you gotta say, solid man you are, you know. I'm more of an old school individual, you know. Some of these guys, like I said, I've known personally before. Some of these guys I've made sure they were able to even go into a booth to rap, because you know how back in them days you had dudes that was, I didn't see like Mike Knox, I didn't see him bully a bunch of these suckers. I didn't see him do it. I didn't see these kittens beg to get in that booth. I didn't see them do it. Come to the session. This when I was Hodge, you know what I'm saying? Come to the session. Because they knew I was stupid, dumb, wild, retarded, with losing everything, you hear me? Now, as the growth come and they get broker, they want to slander or try to dishonor King Erna, but you can't. Nobody can. Dishonor the King of Honor. You hear me? You know why? Because the King of Honor understands who the true king is. The true king is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, and my mindset goes further than that. My mindset give you an understanding that my goal is to restore it. I was here for a reason. People want me to speak on this for a reason. I'm in these schools for a reason. This didn't just happen overnight. I'm becoming successful for a reason. CMOS Gold Cells is up for a reason, because I worked at it. And some of these dudes, believe it or not, I got a higher social media platform on all levels than them. And some of them are entertainers. Entertainers. And you look at it and you say, there's no way. Tell her the girl on her back and how did you go out there? Right. Or just tell her to come in, because yeah, but Daquan coming, so we can just take all the stuff out. Right. Talk, man. All right. But make a long story short story shorter, man. I just wanted to say that it's about focusing on mindsets. It's about focusing on lives. It's about focusing on keeping your head into doing the right thing. It's not about anything else. Anything else is irrelevant. You see where I'm coming from? So at the end of the day, what we got to do is start telling these youngers the truth. Start pulling them over to the side, man, and giving them what King Erna said. And you know what King Erna said? I don't care what you see. I don't care what you see. Whatever you do, if you're able to take care of that and you're not a civilian and you were implemented in negativity and crime before, try to take it into your own hands if it's that heart feeling to you. If you know that person went too far and you see it with your eyes, you see it, damn, I know he ain't just do that. There's no need for the police. He's already made his bed by dishonoring whatever woman. This is what makes us protectors. Whatever woman, whatever child you see happen, youngins. You know, and I'm not talking about the ones who are living upright. I'm talking about the ones who have decided to go into a negative form. I don't care if you goddamn became Barack Obama, but you was a negative guy. You see something like that happening, man, you jump all over it. I love my baby girl to death. Anybody ever even look at her wrong, I do life about it. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what that person's intention is. I don't care what you say, how you say it. And I will plead out to that because I love my baby girl. You know what I'm saying? So with my daughter, with my sons, like I got my oldest son today, like rocking with me, running around with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm teaching him property management. And you know what his mindset is? School, school, school. But with this property management, I'm giving him an understanding that when things don't go the correct way, you're able. So I said, you know what? We're going to take the family to each property and we're going to clean up, man. You know, the snowstorm was supposed to be popping off. Can't nobody move around like they want to. Well, okay, well, let's go do some work. Let's go do some cleaning up, man. And let's make sure that not only is our homes inside are clean, but our temples, our bodies inside are clean. Let's make sure of that. Because at the end of the day, listen to me, at the end of the day, everybody got some garbage they got to throw out. But that garbage, if it might have a smell, you know, and you got to get rid of it, you know what I'm saying? You got to hurry up and put that behind you, but being a rat, you can't put that behind you. You know why? You're crying about the one person that is hurt, but then the other person whose family is about to be hurt is hurt also. When you have the opportunity to handle it on yourself, you could punish that individual. In Islamic countries, you know what they teach you? That a family can say, you know what, I don't even want nothing to happen to that person. Just tell him to pay me for what he done to my family. And you know, it's either eye for eye or tooth for tooth over there. So start tuning into the inside of who you are. And if you don't want to be in the streets, you don't want to go that route, cool. You stay on a positive route. So when you do see something and you feel like whatever you want to do, you make the decision. But when you go to the negativity and then you speak it and you talk tough, you got to back it up because I don't care. Listen to me, y'all. If I see something around me and I don't like it, I don't care if you got 50 guns on you. You're going to have to use all 50 because if I'm protecting somebody, especially women or especially children, I don't care the magnitude of how far I got to go. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what I have to defend myself because I know that I'm able to. But I ain't got to go to them to have them do it when they incarcerates me when I do things wrong and never give me a pass. They never say, oh, King Erner, because you're doing this correctly, you're doing that correctly, let me not ease you. You know what I mean? Let me not bang you. But they never say, oh, your grandmother passed away. Let us, you know, let you pay so you can go and see your grandmother be buried. No, they offered to bring her body to the parking lot. Because when you a stand-up dude, that's how they treat you. And I'm beginning to see the communities are like that too. There aren't guys like me around anymore. There aren't men who would jump out there in front of a bullet for a child or a woman. There aren't men like me who would say, oh man, I know he ain't just do that in front of me. And say, you know what, we're going to figure out how to take care of this ourselves. Because those type of things in the community aren't tolerated. That's the only thing, that's the only way we're going to make it correct. Because going to the police only going to lock that person up, send them away for the rest of their life. But guess what? It's always somebody else. But if you a real man in your community, and you real respect it, and you really didn't like what you seen or how you see things going on, you step at it full blast. You don't get to signing statements and then thinking you, when you kidding. King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. I don't believe in you kittens. And guess what? Philadelphia is going to have honor restored. And guess what? I won't deal with a soul except for my little brothers. I won't deal with none of y'all like I've been not dealing with y'all. And guess what? I've been successful by not attaching myself to you clowns, man. A lot of y'all are clowns, man. And the clowns know who they are. You know. Real niggas know who they is. They don't gotta speak up. Oh, I know he ain't talking about me. Or I know real niggas don't do that. Dudes that got honor in their heart, rather, they don't do that type of stuff. They say 100. That's it. And keep it pushing, man. Because men stand on principles. Men stand on what they say they're about. They do not talk it, and then when it happens, don't do anything about it. I have never been given an opportunity in my life to defend myself on any basis, and I don't. Win, lose, or draw, my honor is intact. King Earner live and direct, honorableearners.com. Get that honorable win, get that CMOS Gold. Because CMOS Gold got me going in a positive way when it's like, could go this route. You know these people, you know they be, but it's like, no. This way, King Earner. Earn success. Finish giving out the honor that's needed, health mentality, physical mentality, because you're amongst kittens. It's only me and those of honor. And you already know who they is. If you see me honor them, you already know that, damn, that's who it is and that's who we love. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you, kittens. Get it together, man. Tighten up. Start accepting your responsibility and being a man, man. That's how we all become solid on solid ground, and we all be able in the community to be amongst each other instead of hate and congratulating based off of fraud conversations and talks and pictures of Instagram and I'm cool and yeah, this is my man for 5 and 10 minutes. No, that's not no honor. Where's the honor in that at, man? Y'all ain't being real with yourselves, and that's not the old Philadelphia. I'm bringing the old Philly back. And I don't got to be amongst dudes and walking around being Joe with niggas or sliding up on them and being around them and kicking it with them, being blah, 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 blah. It's only one set of honorable men I ever done that with. Y'all know that, man. And that was based off of honor and them showing me how to build a positive platform and do the right thing. And I have been successful in that. King Earner live and direct. honorableearners.com. CMOS Gold.